Hello, this is a video on how to play FreeCell. Now, FreeCell is a game that is sort of a very skill-based game. It is a single-player game, and so the advantage is that if you are alone and you are hoping to get some card game fun, well, then it's possible for you to do so. But on the other hand, if you have friends, then this probably isn't the best game to play because they would be left out. Now, what you need for FreeCell, you just need a simple 52 card deck, and so not counting the jokers. And so the setup is easy. In this case, it's done for me. But you basically just take the cards and don't worry about the order, but you just place them making 8 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you start at the first column and you keep placing them horizontally. When set up correctly, you should have 8 columns. The 4 columns at the right should have 5 cards. And the first 4 columns on the left would have, the 4 columns on the right would have 6 cards. And the first 4 columns on the left would have 7 cards. So the first 4 columns on the left will have 1 more card. Now, what you have to do now is you have to sort of, I'll explain the rules, and it is quite a thinking-based game. And so we have 4 piles here. These are called our foundation piles. So we have foundation pile 1, foundation pile 2, foundation pile 3, and foundation pile 4. And then we have free pile 1, free pile, and so this is your free pile 1, free pile 2, free pile 3, and free pile 4. The foundation piles are where you want to get all your cards. So you want to get the cards from each suit, and this is similar to solitaire. You want to get the cards from each suit from the lowest value to the highest value. In this case, the lowest value is ace, and the highest value is king. And so you want to arrange the cards in each suit or shape from ace to king. So you want the ace of diamonds at the bottom, the king of diamonds at the top, the ace of clubs at the bottom. I'm going from ace 1, ace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, and then king, all the way up to the top. So from lowest to highest, and you just want to stack the cards in the foundation piles. So you do that by moving the cards around. Now, how do you move the cards around? Well, for starters, the cards at the bottom of each pile are the only cards that you actually can move currently. And so remember, in this situation, we cannot stack any of the cards because each foundation pile needs to start with an ace because it has to go from the lowest suit, the lowest rank for each suit, to the highest rank for each suit. And so you can move a card onto another pile if it is one number lower and is the opposite color. So we can move this queen onto this pile under the king because it is one value lower and she is the opposite color. The king is black, the queen is red. We can move this 7 under this 8 because it is, and so we can move the 7 under the 8 because it is one number lower and it is the black color. And so that's one way you can move the cards. You can move them around if they are one value lower and the opposite color onto the other pile. And remember, once again, we can only touch the cards currently at the bottom of each pile. Or you can move a card to, you guessed it, the free cells. Now, the free cells, you can move, we can place one card in each free cell at a time. So there's a total of 4 cards that can be in the free cells at any time, 1 card in each free cell, and that allows you to just move cards around. and uncover new cards. And if you want to move a card back from the free cell into the regular pile, well, then you can do so, and you just have to make sure that it is, once again, one number lower and of the opposite color. And so it's a simple gameplay. You just want to stack the cards from the lowest ace to the highest king for each suit or shape. And you can move cards around by moving a card onto another pile if it is one number lower and of a different of a different color. Or you can move cards around by moving them into the free cell, and only one card can be in each free cell at a time. So that's the basic rules. It's a single player game. It's quite hard. It's quite challenging, and so let's just do a quick demonstration of it. So we want to start out with an ace. We don't have any aces currently, and so I'm actually going to move this into the free cell. Yes. Well, no, I did not mean. Oh, okay. Sorry. So that okay, I guess in some configurations the right side is the free cell. In this configuration, the left side is a free cell. So I forgot to change the settings. Um, but yeah, so in this case, the left side is the free cell and the right side are the foundation piles. And so the purpose is still the same. And so we have a card on the free cell there. We have an ace. Now we have a 2 of clovers here. We want to try to get a 3 of clovers on it. The 3 of clovers is all the way up there, so we cannot uncover it. What can we do? We have an ace of diamonds. Is the 2 of diamonds anywhere near? The 2 of diamonds is right there. So I know that if I take the 6, move it there, I can uncover that too. And in this case, it's doing it automatically for you once you get the card unlocked. But obviously, in real life or in a different version, you'd have to place it manually. And now I know that I want either a 3 of diamonds or a 3 of clovers. Now, where's the 3 of diamonds? The 3 of diamonds is all the way up there, and so I can't uncover it without uncovering that ace. But I'll do my best to uncover that ace, and so I'll put this in the free cell. We'll uncover that ace. We get the 2 of hearts there, and we get the 3 of diamonds there. So now you don't want to use your free cells just randomly. You want to try to save them. Because if you're stuck in a position where you cannot place any cards up here and you cannot uncover any cards and your free cells are occupied, then you actually lose the game. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to try to uncover a. We are going to try to uncover either a 3 of hearts, a 4 of diamonds, or a 3 of clovers. Once again, the 3 of clovers is all the way up there, so we can't deal with that right now. Our 3 of hearts is there, and that's kind of hard to get to. And our 4 of diamonds is right there, and we could get to that. So we can take the 6 and place it under the 7 because it is 1 less in numerical value and the opposite color. We take this 4 of diamonds and we place it up there. Now we need either a 5 of diamonds, a 3 of hearts, or a 3 of clovers. That ace is up there and it's going to be hard to get. And so I'm thinking that we go for the 3 of hearts there. Now, we do have to be careful in that we do have a limited array of selections that we can make. Now, let's see, what should we do here? Well, let's try it. I'm going to send both of these to the free cell, put that 3 on, and now we have to try to get to this 5 of diamonds. And so I think we may have just lost the game here. We'll see what happens. I think we've put ourselves in a position that we cannot recover out of. And so you see that it is quite hard. You can put yourself in a position where you cannot recover. where it is almost impossible for you to recover. And so you need to be very careful in how you use your free cells and how you, I guess, accurately maneuver. And so we're not actually stuck here. We have a four of hearts there. And so we got quite lucky there. And so now we want to try to get a five of hearts. Five of hearts is also right there. And a six of hearts is also right there. And so, well, once again, I didn't really mean to do that, but it happened. So, that might hurt. Um, let's try to get this two of spades somewhere. If we get the ace of spades up, then we can just put the two and the three. So we saved ourselves there. And so you can see how you have to strategically play this game. It's quite a simple game, but I feel like this demonstration will help you truly understand the intricacies. Now, what we have to do here is we have to find either a five of diamonds, a seven of hearts, a four of spades, or a three of clovers. Now, the three of clovers is once again buried there. A five of diamonds is buried up there. A seven of hearts. Where is the seven of hearts? That's close. And then a four of spades. So in this case, we have to use the free cell. So we're going to use the seven of hearts. And we could try to get the eight of hearts there, but that would be quite hard. So now we have to get the five of diamonds somehow. Five of diamonds or the eight of hearts. Now I think the eight of hearts would be much easier to get. The four of spades is quite hard to get. And so we have to get the eight of hearts or the five of diamonds. Now, which one should we go for? The eight of hearts is a card closer to the bottom. And so I think we're stuck here though, essentially. There's not much we can do. But we'll see what we can try to do here. We'll see what we can try to do. We can move this queen there. And now we want to be able to move this jack. But we can't because it's not an opposite color. This is quite the challenge. And so I do believe we might be stuck here. Yes. Give me 1 second. And so after some deliberation, we can take this 10 and we can move it to under the jack. What does this do? This frees up the six of diamonds. Now what are we looking for? We're looking for the eight of... Six of diamonds can move there. The jack can be moved to the empty slot. You can move any card to an empty slot. And then so we can move the eight of diamonds right there. Now we can get a nine of diamonds, a nine of hearts. But that's quite up high. Three of spades. We have a four of spades. Or a three. I think the move here is to get the five of diamonds. Now how do we do that? Five of diamonds here. So we'd move both the king and the queen there. Oh, you cannot. You can only move a singular card. So let us think here. You can move the 10 there. We need a 3 of clovers or a 5 of diamonds or... Now, once again, We are in a bit of a tough position, but we have to think about how we can get out of this position. Now, we can take this king. We can take something and move it into that empty slot, but what should it be? Now, if we take... Does not make sense. We're in quite a position. So give me some time to think about this, and I'll be back. And so let us think here. We could move something into that empty spot. Now, strategically, this 5 of diamonds is really the closest thing. And so I'm going to move this 10 to this jack. Although I don't anticipate that'll do much. I need to try to get this king over there somehow. And so we're really in a tough spot here. And so I really don't know what can be done. I really don't know what can be done. And so if we move the 10 here, and then we move the, I believe, move the 8 right there. This frees up that spot right there, leaving us the ability to, well, now we have to get a king there. If we can get a king there, we can uncover this entire ensemble and really go for a solid run here. This is quite hard. As you can see, this is quite a hard game. And so I think we'll start out with a new game. Because this one is quite honestly going quite badly. And so let's start out with a new game here, just for another quick demonstration. And so what we'll do is we'll say hey. And so let's give this another run here. And hopefully it goes better this time. Once again, this does depend on your luck. Some of this is luck based, and I'll explain why. If your aces are all the way up at the top of the pile, it is almost impossible to start your foundation piles. And so let's see what we can do here. We have a king, we have a queen. Now, what is the lowest ace here? I believe it is this ace right here. So I'm going to want to try to uncover that here by moving these around. Perhaps use a FreeCell. And I did not mean to do that, but I guess that's okay. So we'll undo that actually. That's not a move I meant to make. And so now we want to try to get a 2 of hearts up there. Now where's the 2 of hearts? 2 of hearts is actually quite close. So we have to do some manipulation by getting this queen out of the way. So once again we'll have to sort of think. This is quite a hard game, perhaps the hardest card game out there. And so it's quite a mind, I guess, logic builder. And so I highly recommend trying it. But you get the overall hang of the game in terms of how it's supposed to be played. And so now what we're going to do here is just try our best. And so let's see what we can do here. Um, and so I did not mean to do that, and so we'll undo. I mean, we can move it back though, so that's no issue. I think we have to sort of you have to think ahead. Now, there are many ways to make this a winnable game. I unfortunately am not one that is using my brain quite readily. Um, and so what we can do here is we can actually say it's quite hard. Let's perhaps use a hint here. And so we can move those there. Um, but that doesn't do anything for us in terms of uncovering this 5. So perhaps we should ask for another hint. And so see, there are certain things that I just don't see. That's like that a more professional player would be able to see. Now, you uncover this 5 by putting it down there, and you get a 2. Now, a 3 of hearts. Where's the 3 of hearts? 3 of hearts is all the way up there. It's not plausible, and so we have to try to get this ace of diamonds there. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to put this in there. And then now we can put a card back there. Now, what card should we put? I'm thinking we want to try to get, if we had a sort of, where are the next aces? There's an ace right there. Or a 2 of diamonds. 2 of diamonds is up there. It's not plausible. Actually, it could be plausible. We still have to somewhat try and attempt. I'm going to take another hint, because I'm honestly confused. And so if we put that there, and then we move, I think we have to try to move these cards around. I think, guys, I'm sorry, I'm taking way too many hints here, because this is way too hard. Yeah, see, so there's certain things I don't see, that other people see, and so that's what makes it a bit harder. But now, see that just one sequence there helped us uncover a lot of cards. You'll get a 3 of diamonds right there, but that's honestly not what we want. So we'll take it. And look, an experienced FreeCell player, which is not me, is able to successfully manipulate almost the entire board there. And so now let's I'll be right back in 1 second. And so now we're making quite some progress this time. The last ace is up there, and so can we uncover it strategically in a proper manner? If we put a 4 there, 5, nope, it does not look like it. So what we can then do is try to get a 2 clover. Now, a 2 clover is, I'm unable to find, okay, so it's right there. 2 of diamonds is also right there. So 2 of diamonds would be a bit easier to get. And so what we're going to do here is we're actually going to no, this is quite hard. I think we have to take another hint, guys. So if we move that queen there, what does that do for us? That frees up 2 spots right there. But that's not sufficient. It doesn't allow us to. Can you even lift those 2 cards and put them there? I guess you can. Oh, okay, so it is like regular solitaire. That makes it a lot easier. I was not aware of that. And so you can indeed lift 2 cards in succession and put them together. I didn't mean to do that. You can indeed lift two cards in succession and put them together, provided that they fit the required order. And so once again, let us see what we can do here. This is getting quite long of a demo, and so since this game is kind of hard, I might just end it soon. But I just want to give you guys a glimpse of what you could be able to do. Now, want that 2 of diamonds if we can get it. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, hey, put that there. Can I not take these 3 cards? Why is that not a plausible move? So I could take him before, but I can't take him now. That's oddly strange. But to my knowledge, I should be able to take. Oh, okay. So you can only take 2 cards at a time, maybe. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So 2 cards at a time. Okay. Well, guys, I hope you enjoy Black Cell. I mean, FreeCell, sorry. And it's quite a hard game, and I honestly don't think I'd actually be able to beat it or do a proper demo here. It requires a lot of practice, a lot of critical thinking, and overall just building your logic skills. And so it is quite a fun game. If you're by yourself, I highly suggest playing it because it's quite challenging. It's not easy like the other card games. And honestly, challenging yourself is a great thing to do. And so that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this new card game.